If you're tired and exhausted and just ready to give up your plans, your goals, don't. This is your sign to keep on going. So what I have to tell you right now, it's a message that I received from my intuition, from a higher energy. And I have no doubt whatsoever that if you stop right here, you were meant to hear this. If you don't know me, I'm the Sacred Owl. I'm a tarot reader, an intuitive reader. I work with energy healing, energy manipulation. And I have decided a few years ago that I was going to live an intuitive life. And that has brought me so many blessings. And this didn't came from a simple moment. It actually came when I was feeling exhausted, when I was broken, when I was ready to give up everything, when I was completely lost. And instead of giving up of who I was at that moment, of the things I have achieved as a person as well, not just materialistically speaking, but also, what I have acquired, my inner knowledge, I decided to invest in going even deeper on myself and reconnecting with my intuition. And I know that if you're here, it's because deep down on you, there is something speaking right here in the middle of your heart, telling you, you know what? Maybe there is something else out there. This voice, this inner power, it's speaking to you right now. And it's basically telling you, hey, there is a part of you that is just about to get even more strong and powerful. That's why I'm sending this challenge into you. So in order to give you the message that I received, I want to quickly tell you a little bit of how I did it. Because when my intuition came to me, when I channeled this energy, I was brought back to the moment where I was in pain, when I was exhausted, when I didn't know what to do anymore, and I didn't know how to take the next step. What was going to be this next step? Where was I going? And in that moment, I released any sort of concerns, any sort of fears. And I know that this seems easy, but sometimes we gotta give ourselves that chance. And I did it. I started praying every night, meditating, taking some walks in the nature, and really reconnecting with the inner peace. I invested time in resting, in taking a pause. Because what I realized, and this is what I want to tell you, this is the big message here, is that sometimes when we are exhausted, it's because we're not listening to our bodies, to our mind, and we just keep on going. We are not persisting in things, which is finding intelligent, smart ways to move through the challenges and difficulties. When we are taking that step, when we keep on going on that path, on that road, without taking a pause and thinking and reflecting, we are insisting. We are pushing through all the challenges with the same attitude, with the same energy, and with the same thoughts. And what life is asking from us is just take a moment. And the first thing I want to tell you, it is so powerful. You are so powerful if you decide to take this pause. And I know that life is so hard and we feel like we're being defeated, like sometimes that we are losers because we took that moment, that break. Maybe sometimes life doesn't even allow that because we need to work, we have responsibilities, but calm, there is always a solution. And in my case, I also had so many responsibilities. and so many things to do, I decided that the moments that I had, that I was going to go out or, I don't know, see something outside, I was going to just simply go inside of my own cocoon. And instead of going out and having fun, I was just like investing in resting my nervous system, resting my soul. For a whole month, I just stay with myself. And I didn't have much, I needed to respond for my bills, to everything, just like you are right now, because that's maybe why, you're trying and trying and trying, maybe in a relationship, maybe in the things you got to do in the house, with the responsibilities you have, with new opportunities you want to create while having those opportunities. But it is okay to take a pause. It is okay to reconnect with your inner energy. It is fine. And if you think this is me telling you, no, it's not. This is a higher energy that once helped me. Many years ago, when I was a young adult, I moved from countries to countries while I was pursuing my studies, and I felt so lonely too. And one day I received a message of a girl that have studied with me when we were 7 years old. And I've never had contacts with her. Social media was an inexistent thing, so she sent me a mail. She got my mail through another colleague with whom I still had contact, and she wrote me a simple sentence. She said to me, I had a dream with you last night, and I want you to know that God is with you. God is always with you, that you are not alone. And today, I wanted to tell you that no matter what energy you believe, no matter what God you believe, you are not alone. God is with you. And sometimes it takes us looking towards the small things in life, listening to the small, simple words, and taking a moment, just like you took right now, to stay here and listen and trust that this was the right message for you. Don't be afraid of pausing. Don't be afraid of disappointing anyone else. Don't be afraid of trusting your intuition. Honor your intuition. Think how many times your intuition took you to an incredible place. Do you remember when you dared? When you believed? This is the message that God wanted me to bring to you. And I believe that with the bottom of my heart. And I can feel it. And I knew it, that today was the day to give back to other souls that one day felt how I did. And I can only hope that you decide to embrace yourself, that you decide to pause, that you open a beautiful notebook and pour your feelings out there, and that you reflect over so many other things that you can actually do to achieve what you want, instead of insisting in the same thoughts, energies, and actions. Know that God is always with us and is embracing you right here, right now, with its energy. Trust that. Trust your intuition. Thank you so much for staying with me for this message. I know that if you stayed here, this was for you. I want to invite you to be part of this beautiful circle that we're growing here. If you wish to join us, to be part of this inner circle that is the Sacred Owl, feel that you're coming into a nest of pure light. We're here to embrace you, and I hope you can feel that. I really, genuinely hope you decide to subscribe, to stay with us connected with this powerful energy. Leave me a message down below. Tell me how you feel after this video. I would love to hear from you.